About 1/3% higher as far as the market open is concerned. 23,706 on the Nifty, 78,200 on the Sensex. You've got, it's a higher start. I mean, after yesterday's very painful day, there is a little bit of green, a little bit of relief, as the gift Nifty was indicating. Can we build on this and kind of get on some of these daily averages, get above some of these daily averages, hold on? That's going to be crucial. But this is the start, which is in the green. Nifty Bank is about 0.5% higher as well. You've got 1,200 stocks which are higher, about 500 stocks which are lower. So that is the advanced decline ratio. IT index is up about 0.75%, 300 points higher on the Nifty IT index. You've got 7-8 names which are down, everything else is higher. Easier to count what is in the green, at least as far as the starting point is concerned. That's a heat map, largely on the green side. Sylvie.
Okay, when it comes to stocks, ONGC, the stock that we were just discussing on the back of the brokerage note, is doing really well. It's a Nifty winner now, 2.5% higher. BPCL is higher thanks to the value unlocking potential with the city gas distribution company in Pune. Now that's a joint venture, so let's look at the other joint venture partners as well. GAIL and IGL, which are the other entities that own the Maharashtra entity. They're all up to 1 to 1.5% on the higher side. By the way, Zomato has slipped. It's down about 4%. So taking full cognizance of what Jefferies is saying. Jefferies is concerned about competition, and that's why they've downgraded their estimates on Zomato. Anyway, on the Nifty, it's beyond some of these PSU names. Shriram Finance, Titan, Tata Consumer, HDFC Life, IndusInd Bank, Nestle. So you can see it's a pretty vibrant screen right now. It's cutting across sectors. Bajaj Finance and Finserv are doing well. Tech is doing pretty okay. HCL Tech, Tech Mahindra, these are stocks on the way up. The bank Nifty is also holding higher. So let's just quickly throw up the big banks. Kotak is up about 0.5%. HDFC Bank is at the flat line, and this is the tricky part. Let's see which way these stocks go. SBI is doing much better, almost 1% higher on SBI. State Bank of India is up about 1% as well. So let's just wait to see what the larger banks do. But right now, it's a good-looking screen. M&M and Apollo Hospitals are really the only two stocks which are slightly negative. And by the way, Bajaj Auto is not really reacting too much. Remember, Parikshit has been reporting on the prospects of perhaps, maybe lower GST for CNG bikes. And we know that the Freedom 125 is a big product for Bajaj Auto. But right now, the stock's not latching onto that. It's down about 0.5%.
Well, a good start, actually. We are up close to 150 points on the Nifty. For the Nifty, the mark you're looking at is 23,900 or thereabouts. Nifty Bank, well, it's opened up with a gain of around 300 points, got slammed yesterday. The mark you're looking at on this one is 50,600. Both these two are the 200 EMA, and that's the reference points that we're looking at. Stocks that are moving around from the broader markets. ITI, in a world of its own, even yesterday the stock was buzzing around. Remember, float is limited, but that stock is up another 5% in today's trading session. Aegis Logistics, another one that moves quite well. It's been a big outperformer in the last few years. Even this morning, that's opened up with solid gains. A few more notable movers. Ashoka Buildcon. Big uptick is what we're seeing in in the initial moments of trade, and volumes as well rather large. So that stock's opened well. Kalyan Jewellers, Surbhi's been telling us about how those numbers are quite good, and Manglam as well. So both those stocks are doing quite well. The recent listings: Vishal Mega Mart, big volumes, opened up well in the green. Transrail Lighting, big volumes, opened up well in the green. And Invero Infra, all these three have opened up well in the green, and the volumes are quite large out there. What's not doing too well? Well, Utkarsh SFB, that stock is a little bit under pressure. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it was down close to around 5% in the initial tick itself. So that stock as well comes up for you on the screen. And Zomato, just take a look at that. Now it's down close to around 5%. Volumes very large out there. A couple of notable movers. So we told you about Nuvoco. Remember, it's been a big underperformer, but they have acquired this Vardaj cement asset. I'll tell you what, logistically, it's a bit of a problem. The Gujarat market I've been tracking for the last 10 years or so. It's a very competitive market. But for the time being, the street says your capacity goes up by close to around 20%. You're getting exposure to new geography. So that stock is up close to around 2%. We'll try to get chatting with the management, maybe today as well, or tomorrow as well. So that's one stock that's opened up in the green. And KIOCL, market capitalization now 26,000 crores. Reports indicate it could get merged into NMDC. So if that report is true, then maybe those shareholders are quite excited. So KIOCL, volumes very low. But for the time being, the stock is up 2%. Need to note, yesterday as well, it was up close to around 5%. Float limited on this one as well. So keep that in mind. For sure.
All right. Let's look at a few other names here. So, by the way, the Nifty is now 135 points in the green. We're about 23,751. So settling down comfortably with a 100+ point gain on the Nifty with about 3.5 minutes in. as far as today's market is concerned. It's some 6:1 advances to decline. Still early, but 6:1 in favor of advances at this point in time. So we pointed out Zomato. Swiggy is down about 1.5% as well. I think Naukri is down about 2.5%. That is also got very large volumes for this point in the day. There is Reliance Power. Ease My Trip, I think, went up sharply yesterday. It's down about 1.5%. Metropolis down 1.7%. PVR Inox. But really, I mean, the Thyrocare is down a little bit. Thyrocare is down about 4.5%. But this is what is down. But it's a limited list, at least if you want to sort of look at price moves along with volumes. It's a limited list. Actually, it's a limited list for stocks on the upside as well, if you want to add the volume bar as well. So I think we've already mentioned quite a few. I think AG's Logistics is one name. It's the second largest volume-led mover, 910 on AG's Logistics. So yesterday as well, so day before yesterday, last Friday, stock left off at about 810. It's up 100 rupees since then, between yesterday and this morning. The first few minutes, it's up 100 odd rupees on that one. Ola Electric is back at about 80 bucks, 3% in the green. EMBDL, I'm not sure, this is a name change, but 6%. And it's got volumes, and that's why it's coming up on the list. That's EMBDL, 127 rupees on the price. India Mart is up about 4%. There's Oil India, ONGC. These upstream oil companies are looking good, and they're holding on. Goldium is up about 3%. K Fintech. So, yeah, I mean, there's enough and more activity as far as single stocks go.
I just wanted to mention Utkarsh, since Nigel brought this up, Utkarsh Small Finance Bank. I think their Q3 update came in after market hours yesterday. And there, Abhishek points out that the collection efficiency has dipped. And a lot of these small finance banks and microfinance institutions, the market's watching out for any possible hints on asset quality very carefully. Their collection efficiency has dipped from about, I think, 92% to about 88%. Maybe that could be weighing on sentiment this morning.
Well, just one more thing. Yesterday, all medical experts were telling us that the virus is not something you should be worried about.
Yes.
But the markets thought differently, and we had all the diagnostic stocks that were zooming away. Today, it seems both are on the same page, the medical experts and the stock market experts as well. All those stocks have given up what they put on yesterday. You have Thyrocare, that was one of the big gainers yesterday. That's one of the big losers today. And Dr. Lal's, Metropolis, all of them a little bit softer. So,
on a lighter note, Nigel, when you put it like that, medical experts and stock market experts on the same page, that sounds scary.
No, the stock market is a different virus that it's dealing with. It's called the FBI exit virus. But more on that later.